In this lab, we'll debug a cloud-ready Java application in Bluemix. Our objective is to resolve the errors encountered while running an application. There are some prerequisites for this lab. You'll have to install Eclipse Luna or Kepler and have a little bit of familiarity with Eclipse. You'll then have to install the Bluemix plugin for Eclipse using the Eclipse Marketplace. You can then download a sample app from github.com/sanjay9/sample-web-app. The URL is shown. Once you do that, configure an IBM Bluemix server if one is not configured. In the server's view, right-click, New, and then Server, and follow the prompts. Once you've done this, we can get started with our lab. Import the sample web app application as an existing project into Eclipse. Right-click, New Server, Add and Remove. Select Sample Web App and add it to the right column and click Finish. Click Next and change the subdomain to make it unique. Consider adding some numbers or your name to the subdomain. Once you do that, click Finish. Notice the deployment activity in the console view. Wait for the message to appear in the console. The default server is ready to run a Smarter Planet. Next, we'll debug a Java application using the IBM Java Liberty runtime. Under Bluemix Server, right-click the sample web app application that you want to debug and select Enable Application Debug. While the debug session is being established, you will see the status as Updating Mode for Sample Web App. Once the application debug has been enabled, the status will show as Developing Debugging Sample Web App as shown. At this point, the debugger is running and ready to use. Switch to Debug Perspective. You can set up breakpoints, step through your code, and inspect variables. Disabling debug mode does not mean the development mode is also disabled. You can disable the debug process and leave development mode enabled if you so choose. Right-click the application, click Disable Application Debug. A dialog box asks if you want to disable development mode. Also, click Yes to stay in development mode. Dev mode allows you to push incremental changes to the application. After making code changes to the application, click on the Publish icon. Back to normal mode. Switch to an application instance in Bluemix from dev mode to normal mode, recommended for applications running in production. You'll be able to switch IBM Java Liberty runtime between dev mode and normal mode to perform debugging on cloud applications.